female, 30, had date with homeless guy, 28, male without knowing. Hi all. Just want an opinion on this. I had a date last week with a guy who on Tinder told me he works in IT. All in all it seemed reasonable enough and checked out on paper. I met him for coffee and we planned a second date. On the second date he told me he is temporarily living in a hostel as he lost his last job and was promised another job by another person to start in the next few weeks. During the date he drank excessively and smoked and claimed he is a non-smoker. He also asked for my phone to delete my Tinder app, informing me I didn't need it anymore. He called me baby and came on to me pretty strongly sexually, which made me uncomfortable. During the date he also told me HES never had a girlfriend and was severely physically abused by his parents, but that HES a nice guy. I politely told him after I did not want to see him again, and he is calling me non-stop and texting me non-stop. I blocked him, but he is continuing on another number. He is calling me the B word, the C word, etc. and insulting me, and then switches to romantic messages that say we would be a great couple. Recently he messaged me saying he was lying about being interested, but then went on to say that he actually is and was just trying to save face. I've also received an unsolicited dick pic from him among pictures he took clothed of himself in the mirror of the hostel room. He goes on and on in some of his text messages about how attractive he is. He also says he is only currently having sex with women in the hostel and not looking for a relationship with them, as he is holding out for me. Any advice would be awesome. Extra note, just adding this as is mentioned in the comments. The first date was in a cafe. He ordered 2 lattes at the counter. Didn't ask what I wanted, but I did say previously I liked them in text. There was a long pause from him, so I took out my purse and paid. The fact that he's homeless is literally the least important part of this lol. Block him, get a restraining order if necessary. Make sure he never finds out your home address. The homeless part is getting too much focus. I mean, no one homeless is gonna advertise that on Tinder, and considering how difficult such a thing would be to talk about with a prospective partner, he actually came forward about his situation pretty quickly in my opinion. The other stuff though, yeah. He sounds unstable and definitely needs help that's outside your pay grade. If you know his real name, restraining order. 'Cause it seems like it's escalating. Being homeless doesn't matter, it's the, you don't need Tinder anymore, and the obvious lying that's the red flag here. At least his personality came out on the second date. Imagine being fooled by someone and then marrying them before they behaved like this. That's what happened to me. Make sure you're not responding to any of his texts. Block on social media as well, and set your profiles to super private settings so he can't gather any further info about you. This has to be trolling. Did you seriously need to ask what to do here? Restraining order. You need to ghost him. If you think reasoning with him is going to work, you're wrong. Stalkers feed off the attention, even negative attention. Nothing is going to work better than ignoring and ghosting. Y'all on this post acting like homeless is the worst thing someone can be. It isn't. You're blessed that your privilege has allowed you to not know what it's like and thus be able to pass such judgment. It is legitimately scary to me how popular having no empathy is these days. Lord. This dude was obviously a weird creep, but him being homeless should have nothing to do with that judgment. I've known plenty of good people who have fallen on tough times or gone through tremendous abuse where homelessness is where they end up. Y'all so busy smelling your own farts and looking down your noses at the less privileged when you could be helping out and being a worthwhile human being. Let close friends know what's going on, call the police and file a restraining order, put some mace in your purse, and a Cubaton on your keychain, and practice with it, frequently. Sorry you encountered this guy, but it's better to be safe than sorry. This sounds like a troll post, especially with the literal inclusion of nice guy, lol. There's literally nothing good here. What advice do you want? He is quite literally mentally ill. Report him to police if you have to stay safe. Change the word homeless to crazy and bingo. Block. Tell your friends about this person and report at a police station in case this progresses to something more sinister. Homeless. Not a deal breaker. Liar. Huge deal breaker. Nope. Move the heck on. Any advice would be awesome. Block, ignore, etc. And, if things escalate, police, restraining order, etc. Lotta great homeless guys. He's not one of them. All you can do is keep blocking him. If he gets a new account every time though, you might need to get the police involved though. This post screams fake because it's such a copy from Nice Guy's post. Read that subreddit a bit and you will realize that he's a piece of shit lol. Block him, and if you have to, get a restraining order. Major red flags here. Can you call the cops for harassment? Total nutcase, get away. Block him immediately. Good job for going somewhere public on the first date, relieved face. Please update. Change your number. Wow, restraining order time, and get a new number and be prepared to be bashed and harassed for a while. Yeah, as others have said, him being homeless had nothing to do with anything. He came on too strong and then was a jerk. He even called himself a nice guy. Get a restraining order of you have to, and don't pick up strange numbers. Are you mentally retarded or something? If he is sending you unsolicited message, block him and just continue blocking and not responding. You keep responding to messages, I am sure, which is just fuel to the fire to weirdos like this dude. Second, if you really think your life is in danger, what the fuck are you asking people on Reddit for advice? Go to the goddamn police. Are you located in the Bay Area by any chance? This sounds freaky familiar. Everything about this screams mental illness, drug use. Tinder dates in a pandemic. Also, block this dude. That seems very toxic. Not only he lied, but he kept changing his mind all the time. I think you should just stay away from him and even call the police if this drags on. Is this the plot of Almost Love? Interesting to see some comments that if you choose to not date a homeless person, you're sitting on a high horse. If that's the case, I'll gladly sit here for all my days. FFs. You miss all the shots you don't take. If you stick around long enough, you'll have your own roommate who won't pay any bills. What advice are you looking for exactly? He sounds psychotic. If he was homeless and really nice and just had a few bad runs, then maybe sticking it out would be an option. But he sounds terrible. Call the cops. Change your number. There's nothing wrong with having standards for dating someone. You went on a few dates, he is not what you are looking for, and that is fine. But he lied. He sounds like he is unhinged and he is harassing you. He sounds like he might be obsessive with you, and honestly that would freak me out. He's met you, he feels like he knows you, and who knows what that means for him. But this behavior is scary. Take measures to protect yourself, like maybe change your phone number. Women are usually too nice to creepy men who overstep their boundaries like this. You are under zero obligations to date someone you are not interested in. Point blank, end of story. Even if he was a genuine sweetheart, you would not be in the wrong here. Honestly, that all sounds like the date from hell. Why would you make this about homelessness and not who he is and how he acts? It ain't his living situation that's bad. This indicates you're not good at evaluating these things. You're 30. You should be able to recognize which things are actually important by now. You dodged a bullet. Move on with your life, and if necessary, contact the police about him. Block him on any other number that he contacts you with. I feel like anyone reading this would have the same opinion, lol. He's nuts and you need to say boy bye. This happened to me once. Whatever you do, don't respond to him. If you respond, it will just encourage him. If you can handle getting the messages and not repainting, keep them for evidence. If it's too upsetting to see them, just block him. I'm so sorry. Good dodge. Make sure he never finds where you live. Sounds like homeless is the least problematic feature of this guy. Oh damn, he just dropped a freight train of baggage and an entire Soviet state of red flags. This has gotta end. Anybody can have rough time and be in between homes. Nothing to judge there. Calling someone B and C. Goodbye. I'd be inclined to report this to the non-emergency police line. Sounds like you've got the start of a stalker. His behavior is alarming. Who cares if he's living in a hostel? The fact that he is homeless is the part you're worried about says a lot about you.